So, everyone is talking about AI, right? It's everywhere. But the real question on everyone's mind is, can you actually make money with it? Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut right through all the hype and give you a simple, straightforward beginner's guide on how you can actually start earning with artificial intelligence. Let's dive in.
Okay, let's just get the biggest question out of the way, right at the start. Is AI some kind of magic wand you can just wave around and make money appear out of thin air? The short answer? No, absolutely not. But, and this is important, understanding why it's not magic is the first real step to actually succeeding with it.
You know, a much better way to think about it comes from our source material. AI isn't magic, it's a powerful tool. You could even call it a weapon. And just like any powerful tool, it's only as good as the person using it. You have to actually learn how to wield it effectively. So, to learn how to use this new weapon, you first got to understand what it even is. In this first part, we're going to strip away all the confusing jargon and just look at what AI actually is. And more importantly, why learning it is becoming less of a choice and more of a necessity in the world today. Okay, forget all the complicated definitions you've heard. The easiest way to think of AI is like this. It's a super smart assistant that never, ever gets tired. You know, the best analogy is the calculator. The calculator didn't get rid of math, right? It just made doing really complex calculations happen in an instant. AI is doing the same thing for thinking and creating. It supercharges our ability to get things done. So why should you learn it? What's the big deal? Well, it really boils down to one single word: speed. An article that might take you, say, 2 hours to research and write, you can get a solid outline and a first draft done with AI in maybe 15 minutes. This means someone who knows how to use AI can produce literally 10 times more work than someone who doesn't. That is a game-changing advantage. And you know what the best part is? You don't need to be some kind of tech wizard or a coder to do this. This is for everybody. Whether you're a student who wants to make some extra pocket money, a professional looking for a side hustle, a homemaker who wants to earn from home, or a creator who just needs to speed up their workflow, AI is a tool that anyone can learn to use.
Now, before we get into the practical how-to stuff, we have to talk about the most important part of this whole equation. Seriously, this is where 90% of people get it wrong and fail. We're talking about having the right mindset. This is the foundation that everything else is built on.
So you've got two ways to approach this. You can look for shortcuts, the quick copy-paste tricks you see online, but that's a short-term game. It's not going to last. The real success, the long-term success, comes from seeing AI as a skill you need to develop. It's not a magic button. It's a tool that helps you go from being average at something to being an expert. And that brings us to managing your expectations. The internet is just full of this fake hope, isn't it? People promising you'll make $1,000 on your very first day. The reality is, well, it's a lot more grounded. Earning your first $50 or $100 in a month, that's actually a huge win. You have to learn how to give it good instructions, we call those prompts, and you always have to edit the results. It's a smart tool, and it needs a smart operator. Okay, so we've got the right mindset locked in. Now it's time for the really exciting part. Let's break down the 3 proven ways that people are using AI to earn real money right now. The first, and maybe the most common path, is content creation. I mean, content is king online, and AI is basically your royal court. You can generate ideas and outlines for blog posts in minutes. You can create a professional YouTube script with a proper hook and everything, instead of just staring at a blank page. Or you can quickly create a bunch of catchy social media captions. You could even write a whole ebook on a topic you're passionate about. All right, path number 2 is freelancing. By adding AI to your toolkit, you basically become a super freelancer. Just imagine offering services like writing for clients or creating resumes, but you can deliver amazing quality work in a fraction of the time. That means you can take on more clients and earn more money. And places like Fiverr, Upwork, and LinkedIn are already buzzing with these kinds of gigs. Now, path 3, this is where things get really powerful. We're talking about digital products. This is the whole create one, sell forever idea. You can use AI to help you write an ebook or structure an entire online course. You could even create and sell templates or special prompt packs for other people to use. Then you put them up for sale on sites like Gumroad or Etsy, and you've created a potential source of passive income. So we've covered the what, the why, and the how, but all that theory is totally useless without action, right? So what's your first step? What can you do today? Well, this next section is your simple, no-nonsense action plan to get the ball rolling immediately. Here it is, a clear 30-day launch plan. Days 1 and 2, just pick one thing. writing, design, whatever you actually enjoy. Don't try to learn everything at once. Then, for the next week, just focus on learning the free tools like ChatGPT and Canva. And here's a pro tip. With ChatGPT, don't just ask it a question. Give it a role. Tell it, act as a professional copywriter before you give your prompt. You'll get way better results. After that, spend a week building a small portfolio. Then, for the last 2 weeks, get out there, create your profiles, and start reaching out.
Now, as you start out on this journey, it's just as important to know what to avoid as it is to know what to do. There is so much noise and bad information out there. So let's quickly cover a few big mistakes to help you navigate this whole new world safely.
So, you've got to be on the lookout for these red flags. Anything that promises you'll get rich quick, it's a lie. AI makes work easier, it doesn't eliminate it. Also, you do not need to buy some super expensive course right at the start. There is so much amazing free information on YouTube. And this one is huge. Never, ever pay someone money for the promise of a job. If it sounds way too good to be true, you can bet it is. And that brings us to the most important point of all. You can watch 100 explainers just like this one, but just thinking about it, that's going to get you nowhere. The opportunity with AI is real, and it is happening right now. So the only question that really matters is this. What is the one small thing you're going to do as soon as this is over? Your journey starts with that very first step,